internet friends, my name is Catherine and I'm the human behind Creation Miss Couture. In today's episode, first of all, sorry for the clickbaity title. Apparently it's to please the YouTube algorithm gods, so sorry about that. I did not burn down the house, obviously. But I could have been injured seriously if I was not, watching what I was doing. So today's episode is a fail. Total 100% fail of me trying to attempt snow dyeing. So in this episode, we will review what went wrong, where I could improve, and also some safety tips. So thanks for watching and let's get into this. I was so excited because we had our very first snowfall with actual snow and it was so beautiful, and I figured it's all clean, let's get some snow so I can do some snow dyeing. So yeah, I froze my hand there and I still have freeze burns on my hands from that one time. So super fun. If you are going to do this, make sure you are wearing mitts or anything in your hand to make sure that you don't freeze your hands and burn the top of them like I did, which is very unpleasant. So, and you can even see a paw print right there. Hey Bruce, we love you. Oh yeah, what a fun time. Alright, so I'm adding my yarn into the pan and I feel like, oh yeah, I think I probably shouldn't have added my acid right here. I have a feeling that it kind of insulated the yarn, and that might be one of the reason I didn't properly I will show you. And also, I didn't soak them overnight or anything like that because I figured it was super wash yarn. And I wanted to have a slower absorption of the color. So I think that didn't help because if there was a little bit of liquid in the skein themselves, I feel I wouldn't have I wouldn't have burned my yarn at all. Maybe. I don't know. But I feel that was one of my mistakes, that's for sure. I didn't show you, but I went outside and grabbed more snow to cover the top so that way I could add the dyes on top of the snow. So I'm adding the dyes directly on top of the snow because the goal is to have the snow or the ice melt and have a slow release of all the colors. So I'm using my tiny measuring cups. So that way I'm not putting dry powder on my gloves, so I don't have to wet my gloves to remove the excess and etc. etc. I could also be using yarn mops instead of using creating stock solution when I'm wetting those and putting my gloves into containers. So I'm pretty sure this one is Tornado Gray from Dharma Co. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Tornado Gray because I like how it breaks blue in the colors. So it would have been such a nice color final result if I had not burned it. Oops. And I was doing other filming and other things while I was doing the ice thing. And honestly, I think it was a blessing that I did that because here I'm pretty sure I did turn on the heat because I figured, oh, it's going to help out melt it, but I think I turned it on way too hot and it didn't have time to. Yeah. I burned yarn. I burned the yarn. It smells horrible. Yikes. Yeah, so I was not filming when that was happening, but I was starting to smell something weird. And I figured it was the roving that I was also working on at the same time because I'm starting to dye roving. Yeah, and I figured it was that. But no, it was such a strong smell. It was horrible. So yeah. So here you can see burnt yarn. Complete like I'm unable to rescue this. Like absolutely not possible to do that. So yeah. So basically what happened when I was looking at the thing because I could see plumes of smoke coming out of that specific pan and I was not filming like I said. So I only started recording after I put the I like after I stopped the fire. So I could see those plume of smoke if coming from that pan and I was like, "Oh no." And I looked underneath and I could see the yarn stuck and burnt and brown and dark stuck to the pan and I was like, "Oh no." So I grabbed one of my like 9 cups pitchers, filled it up with water and like just put it in the pan to try to stop this. Yeah, yikes. That's disgusting, man. So yeah, so safety things if you're doing this, make sure that your yarn is pre-soaked first of all, so that way it can retard a little bit the the flames if it comes to that point. Also, I've seen people use those tray you put for when you're cooking turkeys. I don't know exactly how it's called, but you put that in the at the bottom and then you put your yarn on that, so that way there's no like contact on the thing, so it doesn't burn down. Another safety thing that you should always do, which I'm not doing here, wear gloves, wear a respirator when you're manipulating the dry powders because you only get one pair of logs. So super fun. And you should see, like I will show you what the pan looks like. It's ugh, it's not fun. So please don't do what I did. Look, all crusty and you can see where my burners are. So let's clean it up. So I will do like a little speed up version of this and you can just say, Catherine, you should have known. You should have known better. You've been dying for almost 3 years now. You should have known better. Yes, I know I should have known better. But sometimes you're still making mistakes and it's important to learn from that. And this is why you are learning from my mistakes. So you will not do the same thing. Bruce, say hi to Bruce. Yeah, he agrees with me. We should be very careful. So I'll be speeding this up and it took me about 10 minutes to clean it up. And also at some point I got tired of just scrubbing and scrubbing and I went upstairs to grab my little scraper thingy we use for the oven when we have stuff happening on the oven. Yeah, so basically when you're dyeing yarn, make sure that you're there, especially if it's the first time and you're not sure how it's going to turn out. In this case, I really didn't have enough liquid. The snow hadn't melted enough to create liquid at the bottom. And I'm pretty sure that adding the acid at the time I did was a mistake and it created an insulation because ice was used for a very long time for insulation. Not ice, salt. And citric acid, I'm pretty sure, will act the same way. So please don't do that. Make sure that you have a tray at the bottom so your yarn is not in direct contact with the thing. So we'll have to do a take 2 of snow dyeing because obviously this was a fail for me. I will not have any results for you because I just threw away the yarn that I had in that pan because it was just not good at all. And the smell was so bad, my friends. Like, I had to, I washed my hair twice because I felt like I still could smell it. Like, I cleaned up immediately all my clothes and, ugh, the studio, like the basement, smelled a little bit burned for a little bit after that. So that was such a fun time. Yeah, so please be careful. If you like this video, please like consider liking, sharing. If you want to follow along my fun journey, if you would consider subscribing to the channel, that would be very lovely. And with that being said, please be careful when you're dyeing yarn. Make sure that all your equipment is dedicated to yarn dyeing only, and I will see you in the next one very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. And for anyone wondering, I was able to save my pan. Bye.